Okay? If you just want to take a seat, and the first presenter will be up soon. There's a couple of
What's the problem?
Where do you sit?
Oh.
There's two TVs, so I'm not sure.
I'm confused. Can we sit in a way that we force them to go on one particular side?
Okay.
Should we say that one? Because I don't know if it comes from there. So I'll probably sit there.
Everyone probably thinks you're really weird, Johnny, and see.
Me? Who?
You.
Who thinks I'm weird?
Everyone.
Like people say he looks weird.
Involved in this. Just like, I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, don't mind.
Right?
It's too late
I
for
was
that
doing
now,
it
isn't
for that time.
Sorry.
You make them.
I was like, well, yeah, I'll help someone out.
I was literally doing nothing else.
Yeah.
I planned to study until my lecture at 2:15, but how are you enjoying it? Are you doing law now, are you?
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a few months left to write my dissertation.
Oh yeah, how did you get feedback from that draft you handed in?
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
just had a meeting this morning, which is why I'm in. And yeah, it was fine. I've got quite a lot of work left to do still. Got another month, but I've written like most of it. So
Yeah,
it's just like
yeah.
changing it and adding stuff in.
That's
Like,
nice. That's a really nice place to be though, because then
Yeah.
you can just make like tweaks rather than having.
Yeah.
I mean, I do still have quite a lot to do. But because I've like started it and done quite a lot, I kind of know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I've got a month to like do.
Yeah, at least you're not clueless and you're like, oh, I've got to write this.
Yeah. So I've got after that 3 more
Bit of
assignments and then an exam.
Oh, you do have exams?
Yeah. So we usually have 3 exams at the end of each year.
Yeah.
But this year it's just one big one.
Oh, how long is it? Is it?
That'd be
3
good.
hours.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
3 hours. Yeah. What about you? How many exams?
Just two.
2-3 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine is 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Hi guys, thank you very much for volunteering to be our guinea pigs for today. We've got a couple of different groups who are going to come in and show you their proposals for a campaign for Bottle Green or WKD, and we just want to see what your reaction to those bits of collateral are. So just give your honest opinion, give your honest reaction to how you feel about the what they're going to show you. We're just going to have one person from each group come in and introduce the stuff, so it might take... Are you guys alright to be with us for a little while?
I have to go at 12:15.
Okay, that's fine, just as long as you can spare, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay. We can adjust the temperature and stuff in here, so if it gets too warm or too cold for you, let us know and we'll change that. But otherwise, thank you very much. We're going to be watching you in the other room.
Where do you see that?
Is that? Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, because you guys level 4 marketing students?
No,
Accounting, okay. And law, okay, so that's fine, that's great.
So be very judgmental.
So yeah, but that's fine. You can, because if you give your honest reaction, that's what we want.
Is it
to get.
anything in particular, or just literally what we think?
Just literally what you think. Because what they've done is design a series of adverts and things, and so it's how you would react to those adverts, what you think about them. Do you think they speak to you, or who the audience might be, etc. But just they'll kind of do a little bit of guiding for you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll send them in one by one. Okay. Thank you very much, guys.
It's very like
I don't know.
casual sort of thing.
Yeah,
I need to get good feedback. What if I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I want to go down
to
and
hear what we say too.
Your seat's really like.
It's high, isn't it?
Yeah, mine's really high.
No,
It's
no,
like tilted
no. Am I
forward.
doing the wrong? Oh
Let's
wait.
see. Those are microphones.
Are they stuck though, while
Yeah, those are microphones.
That's where the camera is.
That one up there,
Oh god.
and that one up there.
Okay, so
Oh no,
front
front
is like.
Well, I assume that one's probably looking at us here, and that's probably looking at them now.
Right, okay. I can't go down. Why can't I go down? I'm still as well. Oh shoot.
I
No,
didn't
It's because you're not heavy enough.
I
no, but I'm literally.
You might just float up.
Why is it so
Okay, wait, leave that.
Okay, cool.
Back.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Oh no.
There you go.
Oh wait, do it again.
Push. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wait, do it.
What
Do
do you
this
want?
one again. Wait, okay, okay, stop. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
There's a tilt on the bottom.
Okay,
of the
let go
seat.
then. Do that bit. Okay, stop.
Okay, you don't touch anything. I'm fine. I'm fine, I'll
I
stop.
know what
You sure?
this one is.
No, why? No!
Was that was Johnny?
Okay, do the thing again. Okay, stop. No one touch. No one touch.
No, I'm fine now.
Is this room always like this?
Yeah.
How come you've never looked into
Don't touch.
Do you want me, I can lock it in place.
Stay. No, I'm fine. I'm comfortable.
Chairs are wonderful things, aren't they?
I never saw that.
Really? We'll see on the internet.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know if that's my blood or not.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
know.
let me use it.
You want? It's got some good iron in it.
at least we look smart.
I changed.
Hey, you're wearing a shirt still.
Hello.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've been briefed on what is going on. The sound. What do you know?
You just said that you were showing us a promotion.
Like campaigns for
Okay,
WP
yeah.
or
So yeah, we've got.
Yeah.
Do you know Botbury? So
Yeah.
our group's doing Botbury.
Okay.
So I'll show you some creative, and I basically need you to just kind of say if you like it or what you think could be better about it.
Okay.
So I'll start off with, we've got a little video. It's a little bit more interesting. It's got like stock imagery in it, so it's got watermarks over the top of it, so it may look shit.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight, wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight, way tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna hear your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? One night to find the answer. Won't you talk to me? What makes this heart beat faster?
So, from that, what do you understand the message to be? So, like, what is going on? What's the point of that video?
yeah.
Eating together and
Okay,
using the drink as like a bring people together. And
It's
okay,
a feel-good thing with the music. It's very upbeat.
okay.
Is it about? So it said book tickets at the end.
Yeah, yeah,
So is it like a tour to try
yeah.
screen kind of thing?
Is it where the drink came from? Where the drink came from as well?
So, yeah, we tried to put that in as well. So, where you say about the tickets, about we're doing brunches, so that may not have been so obvious.
It's only obvious when it says
About the brunches
brunch,
at the
like,
end.
oh, when you
It's
can
like one
get
of those things
brunch.
that you watch, and then at the end you're like, oh, it's for
Okay,
brunches.
yeah. So
I mean,
maybe
it
something
makes
earlier.
sense.
Yeah, because you have the brunch
But
in the
like-
middle, people eating
Yeah,
and
yeah.
served.
But then that
But
just
that's
looks
like kind of a lot of promotional campaigns have stuff like that anyway,
Yeah.
even if it's not directly for a
that
brunch.
just says to me like
You're bringing
we're
everyone
like a
together.
family business,
Yeah.
we bring
Yeah.
everyone together.
Okay,
Yeah, doesn't
Okay.
necessarily say that you're doing something.
so you'd say more like messages beforehand to,
Yeah,
to
maybe,
where
yeah.
it's actually for the brunches.
And there's a lot of like champagne stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't they just soft drinks?
So that needs to be made clearer as well. At the start, you've got that. So we're collaborating with Bottle Green and Camel Valley.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Camel Valley is basically a sparkling wine company, and
Okay.
we're collaborating with them to like infuse sparkling wine with elderflower.
Right. That makes sense.
And yeah, so okay, that's fine. So we just need to make that more clear.
Yeah.
This is bus ad.
Okay, that's nice. Celebrating together. So
Yeah.
you combine the two.
So it's just like promoting that kind of. You
Yeah.
understand that it's 30 years celebrating the birthday and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And what else have we got? And then that's just similar to promote that collaboration. Do you think there's anything different that we could, like, do you like that
Is that-
visually?
Is
or-
that
I like
the
that
brunches as well?
background.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's not specifically for the brunches because alongside the brunches we're also going to be selling like packs of the two together. So you could buy Camel Valley with Bottle Green as
Yeah,
like a
okay.
gift pack in a supermarket.
I think you
So-
should also say they're celebrating together.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know what that says to me.
Yeah, because obviously on the bus you've got the celebrating together, whereas on here it's
Like
not
if you'd
quite.
seen
Yeah.
if you'd seen it all before, you'd be able to know what that is. But if I'd just seen that driving down somewhere, I'd be like, I probably wouldn't take any notice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really know.
Okay. Cool. Right. Sweet. That is everything, I think. Actually, we do have this. So basically, where it says you buy tickets, when you buy the tickets, you receive like a confirmation email. But it's in the form of like your invites. So you get through the email.
That's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And then tap on there, I think. Yeah, view the card. Goes on to there.
Oh, that's nice.
And then that's your invitation.
That's really
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah, that's really clever.
That's
And it shows where the event is being held,
Nice.
what the date is, blah blah blah. So
That's
Yeah, no,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
really good. I really like that.
cool. I think that's it. I may be back if that is not it. But otherwise it'll be another group.
Okay.
Thank you for your feedback.
That's alright.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Is this like a legit thing
Good
for them?
I wonder,
Like-
is it real things?
Well,
Or is it
it's
like a
like-
made up situation?
Yeah, I was thinking.
No, I mean like, are they actually doing it
Combined.
for Bottle Green?
Oh, I
like,
see.
is this a real
Because I
thing?
feel like
Like,
they
they're-
potentially could be because if Bottle Green come in and do a talk
they did.
last year
yeah.
they did, so they are kind of
they?
involved. Yeah.
No thingy got them in marketing.
I love it.
Yeah, that was this year, wasn't it? Well,
I
last
love the
semester.
elderflower.
Yeah, they did.
The
They
guy was
got
like,
to
what message
marketing,
do we
didn't
trying
they?
to create? And then they're trying to
yeah.
go for the new the creative people. That's their target market now. That's really
Yeah.
Maybe they're
The
doing it
younger,
for them.
the Instagram bloggers.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it would choose like.
Well, that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's
And they
still-
like pitching to them, and they choose the best one.
Maybe.
Maybe
If it's
what's
their
the
marketing
elderflower?
students, then you might be quite involved with it.
Elderflower lemonade.
I could put it together, like a whole. Was it sparkling wine? Is it?
I didn't get
it.
Is it not sparkling wine with a sparkling soft drink?
No, elderflowers, Bottle Green's cordials.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've never had that
It's
before.
sparkling as well.
So,
Is that
I,
different?
you can buy
I
it.
feel like
I
you
think you
can.
can buy it like pre-made, but it's
Oh, no,
like
elderflower
it was.
cordial with a
Yeah.
It's like a cordial. In
I
its,
buy it.
I really want some now.
but that's their core product.
Yeah.
It's
I
working.
really like elderflower cordial. I've seen actually. They do.
I love elderflower. Maybe I might
They
get
do really
some.
nice ones.
I love elderflower.
Do a nice lemongrass and ginger one as well.
Elderflowers.
I had. Did your mum have them?
My mum
I had
has
them
them
at
every
your
round,
house. I always
yeah.
have the.
Yeah.
I
I've
had
run it as
ginger
well.
and
Like
elderflower.
baby.
That's so good.
Yeah, because my mum cooks them with like gin and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, elderflower raspberry
Gin.
amazing.
Oof.
Ginger beer and gin is so good.
Looking
I want to
forward
grow
to
some
some.
elderflower and make some like cocktails. I don't know how it grows. Is it grown off a leaf?
It's like a flower, I think.
Some.
I think it comes out of an egg. It's like
That'll be it, Johnny.
Well,
you have to find the elderflower bird.
some of the workmen
And that
made
goes to the
it.
egg.
She made elderflower cordial and put it in.
It's not,
Yeah.
when it's made like naturally like that, it's not very sweet.
It's really sweet. She must put it to like
Sugar.
Yeah. had lemonade. It was very nice. Is it a flower?
What were they going to do if they didn't find us?
I know, I was thinking
Was this
that.
not the purpose of their
The other groups over there
What?
are the presenting group after
Oh
us.
yeah.
Yeah, they're probably like, what are they doing?
Who's on the other side of them though?
Can't see.
I think it's the people who are struggling. That group. Pamina.
Michelle and Pamina's in that group.
She's not. She is.
Pamina's in Cam's group.
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Okay,
We
fair.
went to Vietnam with them.
Wait,
Oh yeah, you would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
would,
would.
yeah.
Yeah. How was Vietnam?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it
Was
was
it
amazing.
Really?
Was this the one
Wait,
that
did you go to Vietnam with Lorna then?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Law and
Is that-
accounting
did
go at the
you-
same time now.
Yeah, so there was a couple spaces on the accounting trip.
Shall we label that?
Oh, Johnny.
Should not be plastic there. Yank me. Oh. Thank you.
Because did you ever used did they ever used to go to Vietnam with Law?
No, and they're not doing it in the future, but
Oh, you
wonder
you
why.
lucked out on them.
do you know what? I felt like it was a bit of like good karma for me.
Hello.
That's what I was looking at you from the balcony, and so I was like,
We were like that. Maybe we're in the wrong room. Maybe they want to be in.
right, so we don't have a fancy video, unfortunately. But so basically, one of our adverts are, so you know the whole like elderflower thing, bottle green. So basically, we've done. So one of our events that we're doing is like a mocktail masterclass.
Mhm.
So this is one of our adverts for it, and I don't actually know where it'll appear.
Is it meant to be 2018?
Oh no, it's not. I'll change that. Okay, so where's it going to appear? I just thought about that. I think it's just going to be probably advertised on social media and stuff. But do you think it should include like where to book, like where you can book it, or
Yeah.
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 If there's like a link or something.
yeah? And do you think you would attend, or do you think what age group would attend if you wouldn't?
I mean, seeing as it's at Waitrose, it's a mocktail masterclass. I just imagine like
A bit
the
on
yummy mummies, the
Yeah.
people that like
Yeah.
mums, Jim and stuff.
Also,
Okay.
because it's a mocktail,
Yeah.
it could be like, I mean, that kind of applies to anyone, doesn't it? But I was
Yeah.
thinking more like younger people too, if they wanted to come with their mum.
Yeah,
to
that's
Waitrose
true.
Yeah,
to do a
that's true.
mocktail.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you could do like maybe different prices probably.
Yeah, we've got a cocktail one as well. Let me show you. It's basically pretty much the same. So would you attend that, or would you think the same target group? Do you think?
I don't know, I
It's
feel like for cocktails maybe it would be different. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
It
Yeah.
depends where it's advertised, I think. So Waitrose, I probably wouldn't see it if it's more targeted, like I don't know, in store or
Yeah.
etc. But social media,
Yeah.
potentially, I would see it and be like, oh, okay, maybe a friend's thing,
Yeah.
birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we could change anything about the advert at all, or?
The mocktail one looks nice, but cocktail. It depends.
The cocktail
Where are
one,
they?
yeah.
Cocktail.
The wording on the glass at some points is quite difficult to read.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the format of the other one better. I felt
Yeah.
like this was a bit more incoherent because of the flowers kind of dotted around. I liked how the glasses were together and the flowers were like.
They're gonna laugh at me trying to work this laptop. There it is. Yeah, I know what you
Yeah, I
mean
like
actually.
Yeah, that one's a lot
It's just like
better.
easier to read and it fills the
Okay.
page quite nicely.
Do you think it should be the same format for both of them, or do you think?
No, because then
Might get
You
confused.
might
say
be
if you're
the
like
same.
scrolling or something,
Yeah.
you just be like, oh, that's a mocktail one. Whereas
Or
Yeah.
someone
cocktail
might
one.
be expecting to go to the cocktail one, but it's actually the mocktail one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And also, so we have basically, we haven't done it yet, but we're basically doing the same, but for like a cake that has bottle green ingredients in it. Do you think it would be the same as well as mocktails, or do you think maybe it would be targeted towards older people?
What's it like buying it?
So
Or-
no, like actually how to make the
Oh,
cake.
okay.
I think I might be a bit older.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't go to.
I wouldn't, I don't think.
No.
I would.
I guess it depends on
It
what
depends,
else.
yeah, it does depend, yeah.
Okay. So also we have a so we also have like an elderflower picking event, and it's basically going to be targeted on the email mailing list. So it will obviously have your specific name at the beginning, and basically, because it's sort of an exclusive event because the elderflower picking season is only for 2 weeks.
I'd really like to go to this.
And I think
So-
you are cordially invited.
Yeah. So, but we also have a we also have a Facebook event as well. So I guess for the younger people, it will probably be easier
That's
to
what I was going to
target.
say about that one. Also
Yeah.
have like a link of where you can get it, or even maybe put your Facebook and your media things on all of these, because obviously
Yeah.
it's so like.
Yeah.
It
You
depends
wanna
where you
find out
put it.
more,
Like,
like,
if you were to say put it
everyone
on
has to be-
Facebook, obviously you have the like caption and stuff attached to the picture, so that's where you can put all
Yeah.
like booking information. But
Yeah.
if this is going to like an email or something,
Well, I think you click on the link to see which one you want to book,
particular
and then
day.
it takes you to the booking
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, I think this will probably be. I don't know if it's more for I don't know if it would maybe target towards families, but.
I'd go to that.
Actually,
I'd
I'd
like
go.
that. It's like one of those things, like pumpkin patches and stuff
that's
like
really
that.
popular.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you
like strawberry
Romantic as
picking
well, I
and
think
things
it's
like
like
that.
a couples thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the cake thing is more like family, I feel.
Yeah.
And the mocktails and cocktails is more like parties.
Is it like friends or like something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
a
Like
girl
a group
day
of
out
friends,
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think you'd notice that advert on your email, or do you think the Facebook one? Because obviously with the Facebook one, you probably have to like the page.
Probably
Whereas-
that one I'd pay more attention to, because Facebook events are great for like hype, because you're like, oh, that sounds really great, but like I honestly never pay attention to Facebook events
Yeah.
in
But if
terms
it's
of like the
emailed to
actual
you,
like detail that is on there.
Yeah.
Whereas if I got an email to something, I engage more with it.
Yeah, I do.
So do you think we should email it to? Who do you think we should email it to? Because at the moment we're emailing it to, obviously the mailing who's at the mailing list of Bottle Green. So obviously if you're not on there, then
You're not going to see it.
you wouldn't get it. So do you think we should maybe target it towards Waitrose consumers? Because then again, it might not.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so. It's quite like a.
Yeah, Waitrose is a bit more like far-reaching than like a Bottle Green mailing list.
Yeah,
and also it's
just
the sort of thing where
expanding.
like my mum's got my Waitrose stuff, and she's like, "Amy, this sounds great."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, that's how it's may like go down.
Yeah.
Whereas
Word of mouth.
Or like
Bottle
share
Green,
the
like-
advert on your Facebook page, because often people like tag their friends in it.
Yeah.
So even if someone's not liking the page, it's all over the place.
Okay.
And then they'll probably find out about it more. But
it depends
Yeah,
if it's
I
such
think
like
so.
a exclusive thing, and mailing
Yeah.
list is probably better because you don't want to like oversubscribe interest.
And
then
it's
piss
in
people
2
off.
weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
So if it is more of a, like an exclusive thing, then
Okay.
mailing list would be better.
And we've also got basically what we're doing is in Waitrose and basically with the Bottle Green product, we're attaching a like little recipe card to it for like mocktails and cocktails and stuff. Do you think you would use those?
Yeah.
Waitrose
yeah.
does stuff like that all the time as well, and it always goes really well. Like
Yeah.
they have like recipe cards by loads of stuff, so I think.
How do you think it should be like designed? Because at the moment we've got like a wooden sort of design to it as for the label with like string. Do you think?
What attached to the individual bottles?
Yeah.
I think that'll look quite nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get a little booklet. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
booklet attached. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely got it when you take the bottle. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm just worried that people won't be able to read it because this is quite small.
Yeah,
Need to
if
get
you're
much
attaching it to a
detail.
bottle, it's got to be kind of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
you could do like pictures on it, like certain amount of pictures, like you need like the mint
Yeah.
leaf or the whatever.
Yeah.
So instead of writing 200 grams of mint leaves, you'd have like mint leaves.
Oh,
so maybe
yeah,
it's
like
more like
wrap
easy
it.
to read.
Yeah,
There's like
exactly.
less space used up
Yeah.
with loads of wordy bits.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, that's great. I think that's it.
Is this a real thing? Or is this just like an assignment you've got
No,
and you've
it's
just got to make
just
it up?
we have to present it in front of actual Bottle Green
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
So,
right. Oh, that's cool.
So they might do it.
Yeah, so I take that
So
one.
right, yeah.
They might
Actually,
actually.
very good.
Smart.
I can smell the flowers.
I'll let you know if it happens. Thank you. Thanks.
Sorry.
See you later. Good luck with it.
The bus elderflower.
Everyone smell the flowers.
She did on the way home.
But the last person going to
I
come
do
in
need
with
to
another
actually
fact is
get
mine.
some.
Is there any Waitrose?
No. It might not be.
I was getting petrol on the way back, so we're all coming.
I'm not going to come with you.
Why?
I've got other things to do.
What have you got?
What do you mean?
I've got a driving lesson.
Oh yeah, you can do it in a suit.
Yeah. I already pre-warned him last week. I was like, there's a high chance I might be in a suit.
Yeah, we're going to the nearest petrol station, and then we're going to buy some elderflower.
Can we go to Asda then?
Okay.
Because that's got a petrol station and it's actually like a... Oh no, but then...
I don't know if I'll get there.
What do you think?
Even at 2 last
That's not a problem.
There's an Asda in Gloucester, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Because we dropped an estimate there to get a haircut.
Oh my god, yeah, do you remember that?
Sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Someone walking along and see.
There is. We've been up on the roof.
I know, why do we never go? Can we go?
When we went on the roof.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice, but like...
I don't think we're allowed there.
What? We haven't tried, to be fair.
Shall we?
Yeah, after
Oh,
this,
we just go.
you just got to keep going upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Should we do it?
I remember. Wait, no. Did the stairs even go up any further?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Because everyone always goes, are we on this floor?
Yeah.
Because there's another set of stairs.
Oh, let's go to the roof.
Because they put stones. There were stones there.
Yeah.
Do you remember we were on the hard hats?
Yeah.
That was so random.
I can't believe that thing.
It's Chris's thing.
You might, yeah. What room are you in?
I mean, it very much depends what group it was in. You could have already...
Yeah, it might be room. I'm expecting a thing.
Oh, how fancy.
Oh, fancy. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. It's been a pleasure to speak with things.
Yeah.
Cordial, really.
And I'm now wiser that our flower is a flower and not a leaf.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Thank you for doing this.
Sorry.
No problem. I would as well. So I'm guessing you've seen a lot of Bottle Green so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know if you've heard, it's celebrating their 30th birthday this year. So we're trying to make a campaign about that. Our idea was to sort of focus in on the flower itself in all of our designs. So I'll just show you like an introductory kind of like graphic that we've got. So it's kind of, rather than, the client told us that all the other brands, they've got all their factories, there's a lot of like sticky, like, they said that theirs is more refined, so we wanted to try and make it as like sophisticated and like organic as possible. What do you think about like the "You Are Cordially Invited"?
I like
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice touch. Yeah.
So you get it, because some people are like, oh, you just misspelled cordially.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So the general concept was to have pop-up events at like the biggest events in the UK during the year, so like Ascot, like Wimbledon, Cheltenham races, that kind of thing, and have a pop-up bar. Sort of revolved around a Ferris wheel theme. There's going to be a big photo wall with a moving Ferris wheel in the background, and you can have photos taken in front of it. We'll be serving like afternoon teas, cocktails, all including elderflower. So like we've got a design of like one of like our menus that we're going to like, the bar's going to be called the Green Bottle.
Nice.
Yeah. What would you want? What would you like to see if you turned up to like a Bottle Green event tent? What would you take away that you think would be like valuable? Would you have a photo in front? Would you take a photo if it was?
Yeah,
that's a pretty
you know,
one.
like Pims do like Pims buses.
Yeah.
And like Innocent Smoothies have again like a very like on brand like individual tent, stuff like that. Like they're the only two companies that actually I remember having specific things that are like different. So like if there's something that is memorable, like a giant bus or like fake grass everywhere.
Sure.
But even in the Pims, like in London, you just get like a red cup and just says Pims on it, and then everyone will just hold the the little cup and so you're drinking from Pims.
Yes. Yeah. So you think it'd be a great idea to have like specially designed sort of
like branded glasses or something.
Yeah. Yeah. One of our other ideas was to work with Chili's, the water bottles. Have like an elderflower design on there, just like
that's a good idea.
Design. Yeah. Thank you. Well, the other idea would be to have you can take away a party bag with you, where you get some small samples, a little cocktail menu, like a recipe book, as well as a little history. Because part of the effort was making people care that it's their 30th birthday. So they said, we want to celebrate their 30th birthday, but would you guys care? Like, not, I don't know.
Not aggressively.
Yeah. So it's kind of trying to make people care in the first place by showing them how refined it is to make and compared to their competitors. Cool. Any more questions? What events do you go to throughout the year that you think that it would work well at?
Food and drink festivals.
Food and drink
Like
literature.
the jazz festival as well has some really nice stuff going on. Like the main things you mentioned, like races.
Just anywhere where you'd want to go to a bar and be like, just nice.
Yeah.
I had to get an elderflower drink.
Yeah. And would you, if you turned up to one of the events, basically, would you pay for a drink, or do you expect, because it's a promotional thing, would you expect to be given it?
No, I'd pay.
I would pay, but maybe I had like little samples as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Because then people then would pay for an actual
Yeah.
drink if they've never had elderflower before.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Bloom Fiesta in Bristol.
Yeah.
They've got loads of stuff like that as well at the night glows and things like that, which are really good.
Yeah.
And as well, like they have people going around like sampling, and then like when people go around sampling, you're like, oh, bottle green here, and then you know that there must be somewhere.
Yeah.
Like a bottle green turn, I think.
Yeah.
That's always.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Alright.
It's quite nice seeing their work.
Do you know it's
I like
really
that
interesting
idea.
how like different they are?
Yeah, everyone's done it differently. I like the online invitation.
Oh, yeah,
That was really clever. I don't know how they did. I don't know how to do that. I do all my birthday invites like that. Always email. Me popping out of the envelope.
You'll be staying with John.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not going.
That is everyone.
Oh, it is.
Thank you so much. Not a problem.
That's alright.
Thank you. Should we take some canned water for our reference?
Oh my god. Are you allowed?
Probably not.
Go for it. Let's get sorted. Don't go to the roof. That won't go on camera.
Take one.
But is this someone's office? Or?
No, it's not. This is the Consumer Development Lab, I believe.
Oh, so
So this is now each like subject got a certain building, like a room.
Yeah.
Like Law had the court and we had the training room.
Oh,
This is
so
marketing.
everyone gets their own little.
This is the Consumer
They'll
Lab
probably
for
will
marketing.
present in front of Bottle Green in here. I feel.
What are they?
There's some vodka in there and then just water.
Vodka?
I don't know if
Is
it's
it
water.
vodka?
I think it's like water. I've got blue on.
No, I think it's the water.
And he is. I don't know.
You didn't make it 24 degrees.
Oh, beautiful.
see. I thought it was going to be like Impractical Jokers, but it's just been inside.
No, probably.
What's this? They got beers in the corner. Or what? What the hell?
Would you like one?
We're going to be offered that. So I have no idea what we're going to be doing.
No, I've got no idea what we're going to see. Something to do with marketing.
I'm intrigued though. What the hell is all this? They've got all this equipment in this room that's barely used.
Well, I think they used it a
Two
bit.
screens, an iMac. Whatever this web presenting stuff is they've got down here. I've been recorded. Are they cameras? Oh, they are.
What are they?
Microphones, I think. And a camera up there. Are we being recorded?
Quite possibly hear everything they're saying.
There's a camera there and there. It is like, is this a TV show? Is this what he's doing? He's setting us up. And someone's going to come in with like the most ridiculous idea of the...
Oh, will my grey hairs be showing up?
God, this is like proper kitted out to be a TV studio. I wonder if it is set up. Someone's going to come in. If it's like Impractical Jokers, they have to pitch the most ridiculous ideas to a kind of an assuming panel.
Well, I am Mrs. Naive of Cheltenham. I'll fall for it, whatever it is.
So we'll see how ridiculous the ideas are. But,
I'm a very demanding customer.
oh, hello!
I am a very demanding customer.
A very demanding customer. Yeah. Have we got our panel?
It's a bit like The Apprentice, isn't it?
It is. What are you looking for?
Hello, so thank you for volunteering. Basically, it's like I said, the students are just going to show you some of their work. It's for a campaign that they're working on, which is part of an assignment. And if you can just give them your honest opinion about what you think about it. So, you know, they just need to know what your emotional reactions are and how you feel about it.
You too.
You are being streamed into the lecture theatre. So we've got the camera there and the camera there, and the microphones. But it's fine. When you use those.
Can we stream?
Can we
stream?
Can we put it on Facebook, can we?
How you doing?
See, I knew it was being recorded. I could see it straight away as soon as we came in. I thought Impractical Joker style setup.
Yeah, although we're not trying to hide it. Say hello to everyone in room 223 and 224.
So can they hear us actually?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Okay.
Don't say anything bad about students.
Well, how many are there down there?
Like 1,000.
A
No, there's. It's just. I think he's just getting in the hang of it.
Okay. This will be their life from now on. Pitching.
Pitching?
Yeah, pitching their ideas to.
Oh, are we being pitched to?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Alright.
That's the idea. Oh, wait, I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. Is Sam pitching? Is there a student coming in to pitch?
Yeah, I think the students coming in with ideas and we're supposed to comment on them.
I see. Okay, yes. Okay.
Dragons there.
We have dragons.
Yeah, that's the one.
We have accounting. We
Dragons
have
down.
accounting, marketing. Yes. That's the campaign planning.
Who's going to be the nice one? Who's going to be the mean one? Charles, you going to be the mean one?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Luke. Thanks for doing this. So basically, we are doing campaign planning module for Bottle Green. It's their 30th birthday, so we're trying to arrange an event and a whole campaign to celebrate it for them. So I'll just try and get your ideas on what we've come up with so far, whether you've got any ideas and assistance that you'd recommend. So if I just say the word cordial to you, what's kind of the first thing that comes to your mind?
After dinner.
After dinner?
Or before dinner. Well, no. After dinner was the first thing that came to my mind.
Anyone else?
Squash.
Squash. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Would you say maybe just like, for me, I'd say like Britain, because it reminds me of just like England rather than other things. I wouldn't think I'd have a cordial elsewhere. So that's where we'd kind of think about going. So with our events, we would think of doing traditionally British things. So there'd be, like, for example, there'd be a photo wall where you can go up there and have a photo, and there'd be like a Ferris wheel on it. There'd be some croquet there, maybe some kind of tennis. I'm not too sure how we could arrange that, but some kind of just British activities. So we've got these creatives. I'll turn it around so you can have a look at it. I think what we would do is have an invite sent to people who have either just bought the product recently, we'll see that, or people who have traditionally like showed interest in the products, so we could send that to them. We tried to have a little play with the cordial word by saying you're cordially invited, so it's not just a misspelling.
Is the flower elderflower?
It's meant to be.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Because you always have to
Yeah.
find out
That's what they're known for, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Elderflower cordial.
So, I mean, if you saw that, would you like it? Do you think that's a nice invite?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'll go on to the next part. So also at the event there'd be a bar there. Actually that's another one, kind of along the same lines with the same you're cordially invited. But then with this, there'd be kind of a non-alcoholic and an alcoholic bar, which all has, the main product is a bottle green product, whether that's a cordial or other kind of spritzers that they do. If you were to go to one of their events, would you pay for a drink? Would you expect the drinks to be free? Or kind of discounted? Or anything? What would be your opinion? Yeah?
I would want free.
Okay.
Yeah, at least discounted. Maybe the first one free, or
Especially if it's a drinks company.
Yeah, some sort of deal. Okay.
and some might not pay for a drink. So
I think a drinks company could give us a free drink.
Yeah. So we're thinking of these kind of pop-up events to be at major festivals or events, so kind of Cheltenham Races, Ascot, maybe even like Henley Regatta, so kind of quite upmarket places, and it's also kind of quite a select group who we see the bottle green customer base being. Is there anywhere else that you think would suit that clientele?
Windsor Horse Show?
Okay.
Badminton.
Badminton. We're thinking Wimbledon as well, along that lines.
Yeah.
You're against Robinson's there, though, aren't you?
This is the thing,
Yeah.
the tennis
She's the
link
squash.
is...
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of different farm and country shows, Countryfile Live, things like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit more middle market, but might be something to look at because I've been to those shows.
Cricket festivals, I know we have the one in Cheltenham.
I was going to say
That's
the Cheltenham
more
festivals
Yeah.
in terms of middle market, like jazz and things like that. Food
Okay,
festival.
and the fixture one as well.
Yeah.
And the food fair, they have in Montpellier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess Cheltenham has quite a
others-
lot themselves. A thought that came up before, because we've done this just now before you guys came in with another group, was the idea of, you know, the PIMS like bus that they bring to places, whether we could do something along those lines. Is that something that attracts you, or do you think it's a bit over the top?
I sometimes think that you've got to then approach it and go in as the customer, whereas if it's something more open, like a stand on the ground, you're more easily able to coax that person towards you.
Rather than them committing their whole time to going in.
Getting on the bus
Yeah.
and, yeah.
The problem with Pims is that it's standard, everyone drinks it regardless. Like it's the same product, but because the cordials drank in different drinks, you could do like people's favourite cocktails with the elderflower spin on it. So it's got its own thing, because otherwise you're just competing the cordial against Pims. And obviously Pims is like a nation favourite. So if you took things like a Tom Collins or like a gin and tonic and had like an elderflower with a cordial spin on it, then that's like a little bit more niche.
Something different.
Yeah.
I think that's it. But yeah, we were also thinking for something that you could take away from it. If you know the Chili's bottle, the kind of reusable drinks bottle, whether we could do kind of collaboration with them and have like an elderflower print on it. So it's something that they can take away from the event, and so they have bottle green on their mind and they can reuse it. Would that be something that you want if you were at this event?
To do, wouldn't it? Because Chili's bottles aren't cheap, aren't they?
No, I mean there are lots of brands that do the same thing. That's kind of, they're one of the market leaders, so it's an idea.
Can I look at your creative again?
You can.
So it just struck me as we're talking about events and we're talking about things that are, you know, really social activities. And while the elderflowers are iconic and they're certainly made sense and you're using the play on words, how would those events be positioned, dropped in? Would it be?
So that would be the invite. So it would have the location of where it's going on. We wouldn't charge for tickets or anything like that. That would just be free of charge to existing customers.
Right. So it's you're bolting on your promotion inside the event, right? So how do you bridge that between your promotion and the event? Like, in other words, like, is the event going to be represented in any of the creative, or is it?
I think
really just at this point, this is the starting point.
This is mainly the starting point. There will be more creatives that stem from this. I think most of the marketing that will happen is at the event, because in theory the whole thing is a big marketing event to either existing companies as well as, not companies, customers as well as prospective customers as well. So we're just trying to get the name out there whilst also celebrating the landmark of 30 years.
So you already have this built-in, you already have the built-in audience coming to the event. So this would be sent to them by post or email, or of all of the above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any way we can.
Any way you can.
And anything last to add? Probably not. Maybe.
One tough questions.
I like it. I like the whatever was it,
Creatives. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's lovely. The only thing I would say, the only time I heard cordial mentioned, we'd gone to a Women's Institute place in Devon for a cream tea, and the kids didn't know what they meant.
Well,
So
you have a very different. My first impression was a cordial was like a before dinner or after dinner drink, usually an alcoholic beverage. But this isn't my bag.
I
It's
know,
a
it's
summer drink.
elderflower.
Yeah, I was going to say the first thing I thought was elderflower.
Yeah.
So I only actually buy bottle green for the elderflower. So yeah, they're definitely
So
like
you
people
get
that know
invited.
them. Yeah.
I think you have to be a bit more clear about your target market as well. So you're talking, if you're going for Henley Regatta and those types of events, they're quite like market events.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't put a bus in Henley Regatta. Have you ever been to those events? They're
Not
quite posh.
in particular, but
Yeah.
I know
So
the
you're-
clientele.
There's
The
a
pop-ups
sham.
would work, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Like the stands there.
I don't know about the Henley. I guess it's a funny one because I've seen those buses there was a bus like that for Champagne at the Gold Cup.
Yeah, but that's more mass market. Whereas those type of events like Winter Hall Show, Henley Regatta, Ascot.
They
again,
do have the Pims buses
yeah.
and stands there, so it's not like it wouldn't fit in. It's just having enough power.
So it's
there
like,
to
for
be
example, where you put Land Rover. You know, you wouldn't see Land Rover at the food festival, or do you know what I mean? You'd see the buses at those types of events, and possibly more mass market, but if you're going for the real market events, you've got to have a bit more quality in there, I'd say.
I suppose it's not necessarily saying that we would have a bus, it's just, it's quite a memorable thing. The fact that I said it and you all knew what I spoke about kind of speaks for itself anyway. So I think if we had something along those lines, so we were thinking of almost this, I mentioned it earlier, this kind of photo wall that had these British things, including like a Ferris wheel on it. I think that would be quite a memorable thing.
Well, Ascot, you can only go in top and tails. You know, it's very posh. Whereas other places, you know, it's just casual wear. So I think, you know, you'd be guided by that, what you set up at those types of events.
Maybe tailor it to
Is there like even so this is another cordial question. Is there any, you said Pimm's, you know, obviously, is there another more upmarket brand than Bottle Green? Like, who are the Bottle Green competitors in this space?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think it's not necessarily cordial, but Fever Tree are a big competitor of them, just because it's like a mixing drink as well.
Okay.
So them, and then you throw Schweppes into it as well.
Okay.
Who are both already huge brands.
So you need to invent a few cocktails.
Yeah, that's
which is what this bar idea was. So get a traditional drink, and then maybe have like a cordial twist on it, if you will.
You can go to Tetbury Polo event.
Okay.
You back at
Cheltenham Polo as well.
Yeah, there's what's it called? Saracen Polo.
Hooray!
Well, anyway, that's all from me. There's a couple more slides. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thanks for that though.
Okay.
Appreciate it a lot.
Okay.
Cheers.
To get students out to all these events.
Yeah, well, where are our free tickets? Sam, work on that.
They're in their top
You know
hat
you
tent.
can't have your skirt length below the knee length at Henley.
Yeah, they wear boaters, don't they? And
Ridiculous
striped
rules
jackets.
and-
Have you ever
yeah.
seen that? It's very English,
Blazers.
very jackets with big stripes on. And,
Oh, yeah.
red trousers and.
I don't get out much.
Yeah, it's
Not missed
very.
anything. A load of people rowing up and down the river, a load of people and he's drinking champagne.
We've got more people coming in.
I think so, yeah. I think there's another group coming in. So. I think they were meant to come in 5-minute increments, and I kept asking questions.
Is this their assignment?
This is their this is the basis of their assignment. They're doing a full campaign for Bottle Green. Also, they're running me on Bottle Green. Actually, I may have spoken out of school. I don't know if it's just for that one particular brand or the entire. Or they choose.
Hello. Hi.
So as you've heard, it's for Bottle Green's 30th birthday. So we've just got a few, we haven't got a video or anything, but we've got a few things to show you. So first of all, we're going to be doing cocktail masterclasses and mocktail masterclasses at Waitrose. And this is one of them. It should say June 2019. Just ignore the date. Yeah, they have an existing partnership with Waitrose already, so it's a brand they've worked with before in conjunction. So this will be advertised both in-store for regular shoppers at Waitrose, as well as online to try and entice some more people into coming along and trying it. And these will be, when you go into the store, there'll be leaflets, so you can pick up one as soon as you enter the store. Also, there'll be online Facebook mainly, because we're targeting 28 to 45, and that's kind of the age range more likely that are on Facebook rather than Instagram. And then be the same again for mocktails. So, are these the sort of events that you guys have sort of attend? Have you ever attended anything like a masterclass?
No. I've gone to wine talks before, so.
Or just a talk, not a tasting.
But yeah, no tasting. Of course not.
I know a lot of people who would attend that if they saw it in Waitrose who were aiming it.
And would you pay £10 per person if you got the got to
try the drinks while you were there as well.
Yeah,
And you get a bottle. We're going to say you get a bottle to take home with you at the end of it. Would you pay £10, or do you think that's too much?
I'd have to think about it. I think if you're doing your weekly shop at Waitrose and you're intercepted with this offer, I mean, depending on who you are, where you are, like, are you single? I would probably have 2 kids with me, right? And be like, thank you, fantastic. I'll keep that in mind, but I probably wouldn't drop what I was doing.
Oh no, that's what we don't need.
It's sort of
So
like you book on for it for the future, so it wouldn't be as you're entering the shop.
So I would come back.
It's advertised in advance.
I would come back
date.
to Waitrose for the masterclass.
Yes, a different date. We'd probably do it in the evening because it's more of a evening kind of feel. And then our main event is going to be an elderflower picking event that lasts 2 weeks. The elderflower picking event only lasts for 2 weeks, so it's in
elderflowers only in season to be harvested for 2 weeks in May and June. So this will be sort of run on the 2 weekends that cover the 2 weeks where they're able to harvest it. This will be advertised to existing customers through a mailing list. They get a personalised email invite, and this would then also be on forms of social media and most likely to be used by the target audience.
I don't know whether I'd go to an elderflower picking event, but I'd probably go to an elderflower event where you make elderflower.
Yeah, that's what it's again. So so you go, you pick it, you see how it's made, press, you then take home a bottle at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, and then also maybe at the event I was thinking maybe I don't know if you would like if people would like that, but maybe at the end you kind of all get together with the people you've been picking with and family and friends and have a drink with, and maybe the glass you've made. I don't know. And then also I was thinking to maybe get it on social media after. We could have maybe like a backlash with like hashtag elderflower picking, and people
If
could
you actually look at the process, because I don't think you can keep elderflower very long. You pick it and then you've got to put it in the next day to make it.
Yeah.
So if you've got a day that you're picking and you've got 5 days later for the event to make elderflower, you could find that it's dead.
Yeah, it would be all on the same day, so we've sort of blocked out the weekends that should fall into the season. Obviously it's Vegas. It'd be an morning, afternoon, so you pick it, you then take it straight in. It might not necessarily be that exact elderflower is the one that you come out with, but because they'll be constantly making it anyway, you will come away with an elderflower that you've seen the process, you've watched it be made, you taste it, and then the elderflower doesn't get wasted, it continues into the system. So you said that sort of event would be something you'd be interested in if you get to make it. Have you done anything like that before? Like with whether it be with other alcoholic drinks, soft drinks, like gin
I like the
tastings?
idea, especially if it's a nice day to go out and pick elderflower and go and make something.
Is it for families? Can families?
Yeah.
Kids come. Obviously, it's not alcoholics. It doesn't have. Right.
We were going to say it for all. I don't know what your opinion would be. Whether you would go with your partner, you would go with your family. What would you? Would you leave it either?
It's a nice idea.
I'll do it in the summer. The idea behind this sort of came from the idea of the pumpkin patch and people do the strawberry picking in the summer, and like quite a nice sort of idea of having a big group of people, variety.
Process all the way through the product.
I think the second idea is stronger for me than the first one because, and I know it's more likely to get people because we're in and out of Waitrose all week, but I don't see, for me, it's just not, it's just a Waitrose. And I understand Waitrose is better than Sainsbury's and Tesco's and all the rest of it.
Is it? I don't know what
That's my opinion, sir. But I mean, but it still doesn't. I don't think it would grab me.
Would you say emotionally this would grab you more?
I like that one. Yeah. I think that's really good. But you've got to do it, make sure it's clear it's all one day.
Yeah.
If I got a feeling, I watched Mary Berry make it once, and it died overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll make that clear that you take home and everything's on the leaflet.
Just sort of associate that with the thought, like you said, like a sunny day. Associate the warmth.
Sorry to interrupt you. I think you've got to watch Mary Berry do this. So I think you've got to put it in water overnight. to make elderflower?
Yeah.
Have you actually looked at the process
Well,
of making
that's
it?
what we're thinking. So maybe the week before, say they're not probably going to take home that elderflower that they pick up that day, but they will have
that
already
goes
been
into the
processed.
process and we sort of explain.
So it would have been done a week
It's
before.
So
That's our idea.
I think you've got to pick it, put it in water overnight, and then press it the next day. So I think you've got to look at your process to get your dates right.
So I think it might be, if people pick it and some sort of like
Start off on
already
Saturday,
picked
do it on a
before,
Sunday.
yeah.
I get what you're saying though in terms of like
Yeah.
the pre-made stuff, in terms of it making it a day thing, because obviously people have to commit to it one day a week and then do it and they can't do it. But I agree, I don't think it will really matter, and I don't think people will care if it's their elderflower.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I think I think that is really good for bottle green.
Cool.
I wouldn't mind attending that one with my noisy kids. 3 of them. I've been to a few apple pressing events.
Yeah.
They liked it, so yeah. Not for the drink. I wouldn't drink it, but just the idea.
It's like strawberry picking, kids love that, don't they?
Really good. It's fun, family day. I sort of get that feeling of, oh, it's going to be fun, it's going to be a nice day out for everyone, and like, I think that's the main emotion, is it's like family inclusive and fun. So,
yeah, that's great. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time.
I'm kind of thirsty.
Free samples needed, yeah. So the last one coming next, or?
Yeah, how many are there?
Matt, how many? Please tell us.
I don't know, it's not on order.
Are we on camera?
Yes, we are. So I'm saying this intentionally.
It's being streamed down the hall.
What's Joe going to say? Joe won't be happy.
They're both really good actually. They're really strong.
Different.
Hello.
Jack.
Hello.
How we doing? I am not happy to know. So basically, we're also doing bottle green. We are using, so we're focusing on brunches. So like, because it's the birthday, we're doing like birthday brunches, so we're going to run them across the country. I'll show you a video now. It's like a promo for the brunches. I've done some tweaking on it since our last feedback, so you have to bear with the visuals. They're not like perfect, but I just want to know how it makes you feel. And yeah, that's what and what you could improve on it. What you think we could.
That's alright. Go with.
On that, what it makes you feel, what could be improved, or
that may be silly, but I think I saw branches there. Was it BRU? Or is it
Was that
the breakfast, lunch? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It may be because I just went.
Okay.
Was it a spelling mistake?
No, so it was
Brunch.
normal brunch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, brunches.
So 30 of them. Is it?
So the idea is to do 30. We may bring that down, depending on budget and stuff like that. But the idea is to go across the country and put on the sponsor brunches. So we find places that are already doing brunches and we provide sponsorship for it. So we provide them with bar mats, we provide them with parasols for the benches outside. We basically help them sell the tickets while they also sell the tickets, you get what I mean? Because they'd be selling tickets anyway, but it's more of a sponsored Bowl Green event.
So were you going for a Mediterranean kind of vibe there? It looked like some of the clips of the dinner tables at the end.
So that's just stock imagery.
Okay.
But that is that kind of it was trying to show that it's like food and drinks together. That's the only stock imagery I could find. Yeah.
I think the video is a little bit too long.
Okay.
Just in terms of paying attention, I did kind of get the idea about halfway through.
Okay.
So just with how long the videos are, you just cut it down a little bit, and you can get a little bit shorter.
I'll show you some more of the content. So that is one of our. That's to promote the collaboration between the two brands. So it's kind of like brand awareness for both of us. Because Camel Valley's quite a smaller but very local. They've got deep roots in Cornwall.
And sparkling wine, right?
Yeah. So we're trying to keep that Britishness.
Okay.
While show the versatility of the product.
How would I know what to do next?
Okay.
Is there
Call to action?
Call to action? Yeah.
It's not on that, but
okay.
We'll make notes.
Anyone
else?
The only thing I would say is that you've got quite two brands that are connected to the country. So you've got Elderflower and sort of Cornwall, and you associate those sort of things with country and summer, and then you switch to sort of nightlife in Bristol, Edinburgh and Birmingham. And I don't think the two go.
Yeah, just with the videos of the cities, I like that you said about Mediterranean thing. I think that's cool because obviously the Elderflower drinking goes on a summer's day and things like that.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to get more because brunch is breakfast, lunch. So you want to get more daytime
footage
of that.
Yeah, you've got night images of cities which sort of say, nighttime, going out getting drunk.
Yeah.
To very classic sort of brands that associate with sort of daytime, relax, sunny days in the country, that type of thing.
Yeah. So for the audience, for me, what is it? Is it that this farm to table brunch outdoor experience, or is it I realize if you're doing 30 of these events, you might not be able to get that quintessential British outdoor brunch look, right?
But the parasols, that's definitely
we're aiming to find boutique hotels in the countryside to illustrate that.
Yeah.
So I'll show you some more. So where I say book online, this is a mock-up of the confirmation email you get. It's the invite. So you click on that, it brings you onto the website. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's really nice.
It shows you where it is,
that's
what
really
time. So that's the idea for the.
Was that billboard supposed to advertise the event? Was it or? Because
I think it's more. It was kind of. I think it's more about awareness that they're collaborating.
So this is going to be an ongoing collaboration, isn't it? Or
throughout the 18 months, yes.
For the 18 months.
Yeah, I think you should probably mention about the birthday on the billboard.
Yeah.
That's why they're collaborating.
So I'll show you the second one. They're the comments we had on these as well. So that's the comments about like the brunches or?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, the idea of the brunches,
Yeah.
Isn't brunch too American for your English?
Not at all.
Would you say that it's maybe targeted towards like, well, who would you say, if you saw that, would you say it's too young, or maybe with the nightlife, maybe it looks too young for that?
Brunch doesn't go with nightlife, so
Okay.
you need, I think
The
the
brunch doesn't
Yeah.
go with nightlife, but if you want your customer base there, then obviously
Yeah.
seeing those images was quite
Just need to get daytime for
Yeah.
like the Bristol countryside and things like that.
Okay.
So
And who do you think would like come to that? Would you think younger people like 40 plus would go, or would it be a mix, or?
Well, you showed that long
Couples,
table
families,
set out,
yeah.
so it's got to be people,
Yeah.
probably groups who
Yeah.
got together and said, "Oh, let's go and do this weekend."
I think it could be
So,
any.
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it would be,
But
because you see that sort of long table.
Yeah, it just depends how you set it out, isn't it?
But
Like,
your
is
point
it
is,
for groups or is it for couples or things like that, or is it like separate tables? Because obviously if it's groups, it'll probably be like a younger thing. So I know that families with younger children won't want to sit
Yeah.
on a massive. So if it's like slightly segregated,
Mhm.
then I think anyone really would go to that.
it's interesting you said about brunch being perhaps too American. It is brunch.
Well, I'm sorry, dear. I'm still.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm just, I mean,
It's not breakfast.
it's not breakfast. It's not lunch. It's brunch. So is it still something that you would do?
do brunch at the weekend, so it has to be weekend.
Yeah. It'd be like, I think it'd be Saturdays because it's focused around alcohol.
The British thing is afternoon tea, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Brunch is definitely a thing though, but
I
it's
think-
for an event as well.
Yeah.
People, I think some like, unless you have the income, I don't think people just go for brunch. I think it's more for like birthdays and
Yeah.
celebrations. So I think the brunch idea definitely fits well with that.
Yeah.
Because the only time I've ever been for brunches is for someone's birthday
Yeah.
or like a celebration or something like that. So
Because I don't know, we need to do some more research around it, but like the whole idea of bottomless brunches and like the alcohol combined with the thing is like getting more and more popular with younger people. So that
bottomless
was the idea.
brunches.
So it's like, yeah, the
You
idea
just
of
want to be
like,
careful with bottomless brunch because then it does turn into maybe a younger thing and not
yeah.
a family.
Well, this is the thing. The idea is to try and target a younger audience.
Okay,
So
well,
maybe
then,
if you want
if you
maybe
want
we
to
need
try
to,
it, then bottomless brunch, yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I don't know whether I'd go out to bottomless brunch.
You don't like the idea of bottomless?
Yeah.
Definitely would not be.
Getting drunk.
So it's a drinking kind of, yeah.
It's social. It's like a sociable drinking. I can speak to myself, and I know all my friends will want to go to a bottomless brunch because we do really enjoy them and they are good fun.
Yeah.
So I'm just old then.
But yeah, I mean, I used to.
I just think like the word either bottomless or with it or without it, I think changes the slight demographic for the event. So if you wanted a younger target audience, then maybe you'd go with the bottomless. But if you didn't, you wanted families and a range of target audience, then leave the bottomless out.
I've been to a lot of bottomless brunches because I used to live in a city that it was like brunch was like a sport, and I would see most of the young people, young professionals going to attending the brunches, but people would bring their kids too as well. But you're right, it does perhaps take it into. So some people are not turned off by that. But it was always one of those things where bottomless mimosas, and you get the picture, and that's enough anyway because you realize it's Sunday at midday. You have more things to do the rest of the day.
To be fair, saying that, my mum loves things like this, but it's not something that she would take the kids to.
No.
So she would go with her friends.
Okay. Okay, so we need to enforce the fact that it's more like friends together rather than family
like leave
together.
the kids at home.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
And especially in those more urban markets where you have large numbers of young people who are in their 20s, 30s, professionals who are looking for things like that. Like I once was.
Okay, brilliant. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else coming
No,
out?
you're done now.
Oh, thank you.